long game or not, well, I guess you could say long game, or you get traction on Pinterest over time, okay? But you can get traction on Pinterest quicker. The key is all about how um, you have your Pinterest set up. So think your bio. Well, number one, you need to make sure that you have a Pinterest, a business Pinterest account. Because with the business Pinterest account, you are going to be able to um, look at your stats and everything. Now, one mistake that I made when I first started Pinterest, and I think part of it was because I really didn't understand Pinterest and the magnitude that Pinterest could do. Because I did not know that Pinterest was a search engine and that people get on there to like search for things and buy. Um, so when I first started Pinterest, I was just posting stuff on there. And then once I realized that, oh, Pinterest can really be used for like your business, sit down and hush. That Pinterest can really be used to like grow your business. That's when I really changed like my strategy with Pinterest. Um, so you do need to, ultimately understand like what your ultimate goal is when it comes to Pinterest. Because the thing about Pinterest is Pinterest isn't social media. It's a search engine. So when people go to Pinterest, they're searching for specific things. So if you're pinning on Pinterest, but let's say you're just pinning on Pinterest, you're not putting any titles, you're not putting any keywords, you're not putting any like call to actions or anything, then you don't have a way to drive them to what your offers are. So it's important that when you do create your pins, that your pins have everything in it. So your keywords, your descriptions, your hashtags, having, images that's gonna catch their attention, making sure your boards are set up and you have your boards um, names with keywords in them. So the great thing about Pinterest is it's evergreen content, so it can continue to work for you years to come. So it's not one of those things where, you post on Facebook and then 24 hours, you know, nobody may not see your post unless you keep sharing it. Versus Pinterest, it will continue to work for you and it can continue to grow traffic to your pins as long as you have your pins optimized. And we'll go over that. Um, there's over 500 million active users on Pinterest, and the number one demographic is women, which I can believe that because so many people use Pinterest for everything. If you look at all of the aesthetic posts and all that stuff that people are posting on Facebook, they're getting all those pictures from Pinterest. So when they're, doing the aesthetic pictures, I know you guys have seen them. They're getting those pictures from Pinterest. Because people love going to Pinterest. Hold on. Reese, get up here. Get up here and sit down. Okay. You need this like this behavior. So when people get on Pinterest, they're going on there for inspo, they're looking for things. So that's why you want to make sure that your Pinterest is set up right. Whether you're driving them to your affiliate links, if you have a Etsy, a website, stand store, Facebook group, whatever it is, you want to make sure you add those things on there. So as far as when it comes to your pins, which I'm going to post this in the school, this is kind of like a Pinterest checklist. So you want to make sure that you have a keyword rich title. So when I say keyword rich title, do you know what that would be?
Is it like the name for what you're trying to promote?
Yes. So instead of putting so instead of putting outfits, right? So let's say if you posted a style board, right? Instead of just putting on their outfit, you will want to put something like girls trip outfit ideas for Cancun vacation or Jamaica or tropical vacation or best cruise essentials you'll actually need, right? Cute Walmart summer dresses under $50. What that's doing is you're telling them what it is, who it's for. So when people go on Pinterest and search, they're looking for specific things. So if I go on Pinterest and I'm looking for outfit ideas for Jamaica or outfit ideas for Mexico, when I go to Pinterest, that's what I'm going to type in. So if you have your Pinterest up, let me show you. All right. So you see when I type in outfit ideas for Jamaica, you get what to come up. You see some people that have their outfits on here, right? So if they have their affiliate links tied to these outfits and someone clicks on it, then they will earn a commission. And then you also see at the top how it has more categories. Or if you want to do certain colors, you could do that as well. So if somebody was looking for plus size, they could choose the option for plus size. And then you see how vacation outfit ideas come up for plus size women. But in order for these outfits to come up for plus size, it has to be a keyword in there so Pinterest know what you're looking for, right? So like you see this person Pinterest is called plus size gallery. So that tells me all they post is plus size outfits, in which you can see here. They're all outfits for plus size women or, outfit inspo. So whoever it is or whatever you are targeting, you have to make sure that you put that in your pin title so that Pinterest knows. So just think about when you're looking for something. When you go out on Google or whatever, what do you type in when you're looking for something? That's how you have to look at it. So you see how, what do y'all see? Do y'all see somebody?
Oh,
Tell me, do you see something? You probably don't know. You probably don't know that that's my pen, though.
I see it over there in the right top
Right? Yep, I
corner.
see it.
What? So this is me right here. All right. So you see Disney mini outfit inspo for the girls. So I got what, 51? We got 51 likes. So if somebody came here and click that link, it's going to take them, boom, so right here. It's going to take them to everything they need, right? Now, if I would have posted this, but didn't put any keywords, didn't put anything on there, then they wouldn't be able to find my pins. Now, another tool that you can use to figure out what pins, let me see. So, like this one is Walmart. Now, there is a tool called Pinterest Trends. And with Pinterest Trends, you actually can go and look and see what's actually trending and what those keywords are that they're using. All right. So, trends in the spotlight. So, you see here, number one is healthy breakfast smoothies. So, it shows you what it is, right? What type of content is trending and doing well. Then it also shows you what they're searching for, because that's key. Remember, you have to make sure that your pins are searchable and you have to have the keywords that people would go and search. So you see here high protein smoothie recipes, meal replacement smoothies, protein smoothie recipes healthy. So these are the things that people are going on Pinterest to look for. So Callie, you remember you made that brush one the other day? The makeup brush one? So you see where that one's for shopping trends? The blushes and bronzers. So this will be a really good one for you. Hold on. Okay, so blushes and bronzers, outbound clicks up 50%. So that's really good, right? So that means that outbound clicks for blushes and bronzers are up and the engagement is up. Now, pin saves is down a little, but honestly, that's okay because guess what? The main thing you want is outbound clicks. Like, I don't even really care if they save my pin because I really want you to click that link. So this is showing me that, okay, outbound clicks are up for blushes and bronzers. So maybe I need to go and make a beginner friendly guide for blushes and bronzers or for makeup brushes and stuff like that. Then it also shows you, this is the game changer here. It also shows you what products people are clicking those links for. So, what that's going to help you do is know what to make content around, right? So, you see, you have some from Target, Sephora, Ulta Beauty, Amazon. So, this here shows you what blushes and bronzers are performing well. So you then can go and make content around that. Because if it's something that people are already searching for or looking for, you're going to have a higher chance of them clicking your link and potentially making a purchase. So that's one thing that I really, really love to use is Pinterest Trends. Has anybody used Pinterest Trends before?
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it?
Me neither.
Nobody had heard of Pinterest Trends?
No, ma'am.
Really? So I just put y'all on the song. Okay. So go make sure you go make sure you save this today, okay? Pinterest Trends. This is gonna make a difference for you because it's basically telling you it's really giving you the blueprint. It's giving you what the people are looking for. And you know what makes it even better? It also show you the search query, right? People engaging with this product category commonly search for, and you see how it has the keywords. So if I wanted to, it also gives you the option where you can copy these keywords. So if I wanted to, I could copy those keywords, right? And then I could go over here to Chatty Patati. Because they already told me what people are looking for. So I need to make sure that when I do create my pins, I no. Because why is you trying to make me a picture? So it's already telling me what people are looking for, right? So I can then use that to help me create my pen. So I feel like anything beginner friendly I always do well because you always have people that's trying to learn something new, especially when it comes to makeup. So like even for myself, I'm not really good in makeup. Like I try, but I'm not really good at it. So friendly a beginner friendly pen that has all the makeup that I would need as a beginner and have it all pinned will really help me. So you want to make sure that you look at those things. So it also shows you in order by rankings. So rank number one is going to be food and beverage carriers. So think meal prep containers and all of that. A lot of people are on their fitness wellness journey. So making content around that is going to always do good. Really anything wellness, fitness, um, budgeting, trackers, templates, things like that typically are going to always do good because people are always looking for ways to get their finances in order, things like that. Skincare, all of that type of stuff does good as well. DIY, um, like DIY projects on a budget, meal preps on a budget, stuff like that. So you really got to think about the things that people are looking for and then make sure your pins have the keywords around it. You also can filter it by age and gender. So if your audience is females, let's say 25 to 44, okay, I can look and see what they like. Incense, I could see that. Wall clocks, flags, not my thing. Food cookers and steamers, so ninjas and all of that stuff. Bath and shower, body care, I could see that. And I would definitely rank it for outbound clicks because that's the ultimate goal is you want them to click your link. Pin saves, I mean, those can be good too, but I would rather have more pin clicks, outbound clicks than pin saves. Because a lot of people save stuff on Pinterest just for inspo, but the ultimate goal is for them to buy. All right. Any questions about Pinterest trends? Is there anybody that don't have a Pinterest set up? Or is there do you all plan to use Pinterest, or are you still kind of on the fence? I know some people already have a Pinterest set up. Kind of tell me where you are on that. Is there anyone that don't have a Pinterest account?
I have a personal Pinterest, so am I able to use that one?
You will want a business, because with
Business.
business, that's how you get access to the Creator Hub. You can see your stats, you can see what's performing well and all of that stuff. So
Gotcha.
you will want
Okay.
to make sure that you have a business Pinterest. Also, new with Pinterest is you can link your Amazon store to your Pinterest. You can also set it up to cross share your posts from Instagram to flow over to your
Hmm.
Pinterest. And then they also have it coming something new. I think Jada showed me where soon they're gonna have it where what is it? No, not Instagram. What was it? Target or something? I think
It
it
was
had on there.
Target.
It was something with Target. They're gonna have where you can link your like Target to Pinterest. So when you link your Amazon to Pinterest, you see how where my bio is, it has a little Amazon little logo, and then it says Shamika. So if somebody's on my Pinterest and then they click on that, what it's gonna do is take them right to my Amazon storefront. So if they, purchase anything. Also, when you do set your Pinterest up, step number one, first, let me go back. Did everybody see the Pinterest guide that I uploaded that walks you through the step from start to beginning, as far as make sure you have a business Pinterest and getting that set up?
Yes.
Okay, everybody got that guide? Because that really walks you through um, the whole Pinterest setup, making sure you have the right account. I'm trying to see if I can pull it up because I think I have it on my phone. Where is it? Also, too, after this, I'm going to send you all. I'm going to put it in the school. I have some Pinterest templates and things you can use too. Because the thing with Pinterest is you got to remember the keywords. You want to make sure your pins are rich and they're nice. So like these Pinterest templates here, you can customize them and add like your picture. You can change the wording on them and add this. So I'll send this to you all. I think I have like 3 or 4 different ones. So I'll send those to you. And then, like I said, you could just customize them, because this type of stuff is what's gonna stick out on Pinterest. Fashion stuff do as well, but like I say, it's so much different stuff you can do on Pinterest or far as content. So like if you're a travel agent, so like this here, our 2 week trip to London. So if you wanted to make this travel related, you can do that. Pinterest is also good for if you have a blog or if you have a website or other links that you want to send people to, you can do that as well. All right, so this is my Pinterest here. So like I said, when I first started Pinterest, I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just posting out here, didn't have titles, didn't have nothing. I was just putting stuff on there because I didn't even understand Pinterest when I first started. But now that I'm a little more strategic with Pinterest, how I do my Pinterest now is one, I set my Pinterest up as a Pinterest business account. You want it to be a Pinterest business account. So, one, you can be able to see your analytics so you can know what's performing, what your outbound clicks are looking like. So, you can really look at your data to determine what's working well. Um, I don't use Pinterest trends as much as I want, because honestly, a lot of times when I'm pinning on Pinterest, I am like posting an outfit to Facebook and then just going over to Pinterest and posting it here. But I'm actually going to start working more strategically on Pinterest because I want to start adding more like affiliate marketing digital products to Pinterest that people can purchase. So I'm going to start implementing those, and I want to make sure that I spend a little time to actually make sure my keywords are correct. I have in there what people are searching for, so that way I can get traffic for that. One thing that I plan to do is I really want to start focusing more on Pinterest and YouTube because with like Facebook and those platforms, when it comes to like pushing your affiliate links, it's really something you got to do every day in order to see like real traction to your affiliate links. You have to constantly be putting content out there, like on Facebook. So I really want to start focusing on platforms that's going to work for me long term, and I don't have to necessarily post every day, if that makes sense. Because after a while, you do get a little burnt out on posting every single day with affiliate links or really with anything. So, what I want to do is I want to build a platform that can work for me in the background while I'm doing other things. And I know that Pinterest is the platform that can do that for me, as well as YouTube. So, my ultimate goal is to start really spending more time strategically building up my Pinterest account as well as my YouTube account. Now, with your Pinterest account, of course, you want to make sure you have a clear bio of what you do, who you are, your profile picture or whatever picture that you use. You also want to make sure that represents what your Pinterest is going to be about as well. So when someone first lands on your Pinterest, it needs to be clear of who you are and what you're going to be doing and what they can expect from you. So if you look at my Pinterest, it shows you, my bio tells you exactly what my Pinterest account is about. Fashion, travel, inspo, Walmart, Amazon finds, vacation, beauty, all of those things. And then all my links are pinned. So I have my link tree. So if they click on that, it's going to take them to all of my links. My Instagram is also linked on here. Now, I don't have my Pinterest I don't have my Instagram linked to my Pinterest anymore because the now it's nothing wrong with it. The only thing was at the time I was posting a whole lot on my Instagram and it was flowing over to my Pinterest, but the only thing you will have to make sure you do if what's flowing from your Instagram to your Pinterest, if you want those to be like clickable links to people to go to, what flows from your Instagram to your Pinterest, you're going to have to go in and update the links on those pins. Because when it flows from Instagram, it's going to say visit site. But when they click on that link, it's going to take them back to Instagram because it came from Instagram, if that makes sense. So if it flows from Instagram to your Pinterest and you want it to be like one of your affiliate links or your business, you're going to have to go in and update the link. Now, the good thing though is if you do set it up to have your Instagram flow to your Pinterest, you can choose a board that all those pins go into. So that way, if you did need to go in and add it to that link, to those ones that flowed over, you are able to do that. So just keep that in mind when it's flowing over from Instagram. The link that's going to flow to Pinterest is going to be the link from Instagram. All right. So my Pinterest is mostly fashion, travel, and things like that. So typically, what I typically do is like if I post something on Facebook or somewhere else, what I do is I go ahead and come over here to Pinterest and I create my pin. I add my title, my keywords, and I also add my link, right? So if somebody clicks on this pin, this is what it's going to look like. It's also assigned to a board, all right? So the board is Jim Batty. So if I click on that, these are the pins. These are the pins that's in this board, okay? All right. So this particular pin here, you see it had 82,000 views, 5,400 people clicked on it, and then it had 304 pins. Now, I think I made this when I first started, and then it has a link by body T in this workout set. And if you click the link, it takes you to Amazon. Now, I don't recommend you using other people's pictures to link your affiliate link because you don't want to get flagged for it being like somebody else's stuff. I did this when I first started, so I really didn't understand Pinterest, and I really try not to use other people content now that I'm really into content and affiliate marketing because you don't want to get flagged and you don't want anyone to report your stuff for copyright infringement. So that's one reason why I rarely use other people's content, even if you're using it for like inspo and you're not trying to claim it as yours. If it's their content, they may still say, "Oh, well, you're using my stuff." Um, so actually, I'm gonna delete this one. So be mindful of that. You want to make sure that it is your own content, because you don't want people to like report your stuff. All right. So this here, when I made this, I put my titles and everything. Now, if I go to edit pen, on the kind of like I say the back end of your pen before you post it, there's a few things here. I don't think it's gonna show it here. Let me do a new one just to see. So I'm gonna do a new pen because I want to show you something here. So let's say if you're gonna create a pen. So when you click plus, you see you have pen, you have the option to do the collage, a board, and I just saw this new thing where it's called meal plan. So basically, it can create a whole meal plan for you, and it can also give you all the ingredients that you need to buy. So a board is just basically a board that's going to be a collection of all the pins you make. So for example here, these are all my boards, all right? So I have different boards out here, all right? So that's what a board is. So a board is whatever you want that stuff to be. So like this one here, best Walmart finds, all right? So this is a board with best Walmart finds. And then inside this board is different pins that I made or that I put in here. All right. So all of this stuff is from Walmart. So if somebody were to click on that, it's going to take them to my Walmart storefront. So that's what a board is. So a board is just a board you have for particular stuff. So let's say if you had a board of the best luxury resorts in Mexico, you may make one pin as this resort, Xcarat, the next pin, Secrets, or something like that. you can set it up that way. So that way, if someone clicks on it, it's going to have the list of all those different pins in there. All right. So like this, all things pink. So as you can see here, these are different pins that I added. Also, it shows you the stats for them, right? So you see where you see the little eye, that's how many people viewed it, then how many people clicked it, how many people saved it. All right. So like this pink gem one was pretty popular. 8,200 people viewed it, 389 people clicked it, 69 people saved it. So that's what that is. Now, normally when I create, if I'm just creating a pin and not a new board, I'm just gonna click on where it says pin. And then let's see, what outfit do I want to do? Let's do this one. All right, so let's say if I wanted to upload this outfit. So I'm creating a pin from this outfit. So I want to make sure I have a title. I want to make sure I have a description. I'm going to add my link. I'm going to make sure I pick the board that I want this outfit to go to. Then I'm going to tag related topics. So the related topics are just like keywords. So when I type in outfit, you see how beach outfit, concert, those come up. That's what that is. Also, if you want to schedule your pin, you can do that. You can schedule pins 30 days in advance. They also have advanced settings. So if you have people who use like screen readers, you can add alt text, which is going to describe what the pin is about. And it's really good to add that to your pins. And of course, what I do is I use my best friend to help me come up with my titles and everything. So what I was trying to do before the call was I was trying to create this pin generator, but it didn't want to act right. So let's see if it act right now. Probably not. I may have to play around with it a little more because it wouldn't generate the pin. Okay. So what I was creating was a pin generator where it'll you put your topic in there and then it'll just create it for you and then you just copy and paste. So normally when I upload it to Chatty, I just put it in there. So if it's like a vacation outfit or something like that. And when I say I use chat for all my pins, like descriptions and stuff. So if I wanted to do Walmart outfit under $50, I would go back over here, add that there, and then for the description, now one thing too is you do want to make sure that you disclose that it is a affiliate link. And when I talked to we did the Pinterest webinar, they did say it was okay to put it in the description that it's an affiliate link. So you can put the ad in the description. So then I'm going to add my link. One thing I will say is when you do start creating your pins for Pinterest, you do not want to create them back to back because they will count it as spam and they will disable your page. Now, Pinterest, sometimes people say that you shouldn't link directly to Pinterest. You should link to a blog and then add your blog link. But Pinterest is okay with you linking your affiliate link directly. You just have to make sure that you're not spamming when you are creating your Pinterest board. So if you're doing them back to back to back, sometimes it'll even come up and say like you can't post anymore today. We do this to help combat spam. So just keep that in mind because they will disable your account. When I first started Pinterest and I didn't really know what I was doing, I did get my first account disabled because I was just putting all this stuff on there back to back and they disabled my account. So just be mindful of that. All right. So you see here I got tons of different Walmart boards. So I'm gonna add this one. Oh wait, let me go back. So I have my title, I have my description, I have my link. The board that I'm going to choose is the Walmart outfit inspo. So that's the board I'm gonna add it to. Then I'm going to tag related topics. So I'm gonna do outfit. So I'm gonna say beach outfit. This outfit can be worn to the airport. Do casual. Could be a spring outfit. Now, when it comes to the topics, you can you can't write your own. So let's say it may be a certain word you want to use, but it may not come up here. Just try to put something that's close to it. So like this outfit could be worn for like beach vacation. But outfit went well with the two. So like if you type in women, let's see any keywords there, women swimming right now. So I feel like the ones for outfit were the closest. So I did the beach outfit, airport outfit, casual outfit, spring, summer vacation, beach. And then I'm going to click done. And then the advanced setting is if you want to add the alt text. And then you see here, Pinterest gave me the alt text. I mean, not Pinterest, Chatty. And then you can decide if you want similar products to show if somebody clicks on your link. You want to turn it off, you can. I normally just keep it on purple. If you don't want to allow comments on your pins, you can disable it. But normally I just leave it on there because it helps with engagement and things. Now, I don't typically go on there and respond to people because honestly, I normally just pin on here and go on. I don't really just be on Pinterest scrolling. But I mean, if you want to respond to people, that'll be great too, because it help boost your engagement. But I don't feel like it's like required. All right. So I got everything in there, so I'm going to go ahead and create this pin. All right, so it says pin publish. So I was going to click the view, but it went away to click quit. So let's refresh because it should be showing here. Hold on, Pinterest. All right, there we go. So as you can see, she's here. So normally when somebody lands on your Pinterest, it's going to look like this. If they switch over to where it says boards, it's going to show all the different Pinterest boards you have out there. All right. So most people, when they go to your Pinterest, it's going to look like this. So that way, if they want to just scroll down it like this, they can. All right. So the pin I just made, you see here that it's there. Walmart Summit outfit under $50. Then if they click on the little down button here, it has the description, has the keywords, has Walmart fashion as one of the hashtags. And then as you can see here, um, look, somebody else got their AI model working. Clarice. So let's click on her link. Let's see where it's taking us. Boom, it's taking us to Clarice's storefront. So you see how other people are. I think I've seen her post on Facebook too, actually. Yep, I have seen her post on Facebook. So boom, other people are out here putting their models to work too. All right, so boom, that's how you create a pins. Real simple. The key to your pins, though, is just making sure that you have your title, you have your description, of course, your link, your tag products, so that can help with Pinterest knowing where to send your stuff. And that's really, I don't know why it's saying my analytics not working on this. Now, what I do need to do is I do need to go through her and clean up some of these boards because some of this stuff, like I said, when I made Pinterest initially, I did not know what I was doing. I was just out here putting stuff out here. Now, this here, these baby essentials. Now, one thing you can do with Pinterest as well, which I probably wouldn't do it. This is what it does. So, like, let's say if I copied this link, right? And I went over here to Pinterest and I clicked this plus sign and then I click pin. I could upload my whole Walmart storefront like this. Oh, it's not doing it right. Okay. Let me see. Wait, let me get the link. Let's say copy. Okay, that's the link. So you could upload your whole like storefront like this, but I don't recommend it because I feel like it just makes it look ugly. So I could put my link in, click save, and you see how all of this come up like this. But the only thing is, I don't think it adds a title to it. But we're gonna look at it and see. So I don't do this no more. I used to do this at first when I first started, because like I said, I didn't really know what I was doing. Okay, so if I click on that here, um, so you see it has my picture, and it just says my name, Shamika Shante, Walmart Creator. So if I click on that, does it go to that? Nope. Let's see. Nope. So nope, that's probably not a good idea. Let's see. Nope. So yeah, you don't want to do that. Before it would pull it, but as you can see, it's not. And also too, when it pulls like this, I just feel like it doesn't give like curated, like it doesn't give somebody wants to click on this vibes, I'm gonna archive this whole board because like I said, I'm gonna start cleaning my Pinterest up. Because when I first started, I did a lot of stuff like that, and that doesn't give people a reason to want to click on your pins because you want to make sure they look nice and aesthetically pleasing. Now, you also can create collages on Pinterest. So I don't really create many collages because the thing with the collages is I feel like the collages are okay if it's your content, but the thing with Pinterest is it lets you create collages with other people content. Um, and I'm just really kind of like about using other people's stuff because I just don't want any copyright issues. But as you can see here, Pinterest does pull up this stuff where if you wanted to create a collage with this stuff, you could. But like I said, I don't typically do this because I just whatever I can do to avoid like copyright issues, I do that. I don't really like to use other people's content. But you can create your own collages with your stuff if you want to. And to do that, you can just what are you doing? Oh, so they have new templates you can use. Oh, this is different. I don't want to use a template. I just want to. Okay, this is nice. So you see where it says choose a pen or choose from your camera roll. So if I wanted to create from my camera roll, I could do that. Done. It's kind of cut off, but so this is just another way if you wanted to do collages, you could. And like I said, I recommend doing collages with your own content. Ew, what happened here? But yeah, I don't know why it's looking like that. I don't really want to look at it. So, but yeah, any questions about that? Or any questions about Pinterest in general? Let's see. Yes, I want to say you can. You have to go to your settings, page settings, and I think under account management or something. Yes, so if you go to so if you go to settings and go to account management, it should say, you see where mine says convert to a personal account, disable business tools? It should say convert to business. And then you'll be able to get your analytics and everything. Also, one of the big reasons with the business is you got your analytics and your audience insight. So if you go to your analytics, it'll show you here what your data looks like. I haven't really been posting on Pinterest like I used to, so all of my stuff is down. But it does show me some pins that like have gotten like a lot of traffic. One of them being my Disney pin. So really, if I wanted to, I really could lean more into that, especially since we're in that season, and really start pumping out more like Disney outfit inspo. This Target one did pretty good. It reached what, 14,000 people. So you do want to use your stats so it can kind of give you an idea of what's performing, what's not. Um, I am in the process of revamping because a lot of this stuff on here that you see that's doing good was just random stuff that I was adding before I even really knew what I was doing on Pinterest. But clearly people like this type of stuff, but that's not what I want my Pinterest to be, of just random things. So if you got a lot of random stuff on your Pinterest account, I do recommend cleaning it up too, so that way you can really fine tune your account. So like this Rakuten and all this stuff here, just to couture all of this here, I'm gonna delete all of that stuff because I was adding that when I didn't really understand how Pinterest worked. So like this an example here, beginner's guide to affiliate marketing. I think I added my stand store, but or YouTube, but I don't have my stand store anymore. So I need to update that. But like travel and stuff like that, those do um really good too. And then with Pinterest, you can also set it up to where if you wanted to like run ads on your Pinterest account, um you can do that too, but I definitely would recommend making sure you have it set up, get it optimized, you have all of your pins and things set up so that way if someone does land on your page, um, it is set up. All right. So one thing I did create is kind of like a Pinterest checklist and a guide to kind of help you as you're starting to get your Pinterest set up. So I am going to put this in the school. So what this is just kind of telling you what your pin should be, your description, keywords, as well as making sure you're checking your analytics. Now, with Pinterest, they do have Tailwind that you can use to schedule pins with. I used it like briefly, but I was just like, I don't feel like doing all of this. Um, it is helpful though. They still send me stats sometimes of the little pins that I did put on there. Is there anybody out here that use Tailwind currently? So this is kind of what Tailwind looks like. And what it'll do is it'll create like smart pins for you. So basically it'll generate like a pin for you. Um, with your link, your title, and your description. So as you can see here, these are some pins they've created for me. See, it says Ghostwriter, but I don't really like how these look. 'Cause, like that's ugly. But it shows where like you can change the pin design. Now this here, this look much better. I wanted to save that. That looks a little better. Then if I wanted to schedule it, you can also decide what boards you want to put it on. So like let's say if I want to do Amazon outfit inspo, um, I could choose that board. I don't know why it's doing that. It's not accepting it. So okay, let's see. Say no. I'm clicking on it. I don't know why they're not doing it. Because you have to choose a board that it goes to. I'm doing it on my iPad, so I don't know if it's not like picking it up or whatever. But normally, like once you choose your board, you can click schedule, and then the pin will be scheduled for you. But these is actually kind of ugly. Um, but the good thing is you can edit them. And then as you can see here, with the smart schedule, it has the suggested times. So like 2:40 in the morning, 10:56 a.m., 8:55. So if I wanted to schedule these, I could. They typically recommend posting 3 to 5 pins a day to really get traction. I know that can be a lot for some people because that's a lot for me. That's why a lot of people do like using Tailwind. So that way you can have them already scheduled. So I will, let me see. Let me see. If anybody wants to try Tailwind, I'll put it in the chat. Let's see. How did you like it when you used it? Did you find it helpful?
Yeah, I found it to be helpful when I used it. I just hadn't used it. It's probably been since like 7, 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
Because I used to have a paid plan and I discontinued, so I just have a free one now. So I probably use it. Yeah, I found it
Yeah.
helpful. Yeah, the thing I really liked about it, because when I was using it more consistently, if you have a blog or a website or something like that, you can actually put that in there and it will generate this for you
Yeah.
based on whatever or something like that that you put in. So I used to use it a lot for
Yeah.
travel, but it's kind of used to. They also have, similar to uh, Linktree, they have what they call a smart bio, which is kind of like
Mm-hmm.
similar to my street. That if you have that account, you can produce it. It's kind of like a main site. So if you scroll all the way down on the left side of more, then it should say smart.my bio. It allows you to put links just like Linktree, but it also allows you to put, like pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I like it. And I'm not sure if they still have it, but they used to have it like the communities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I still see it on the website. Communities allow you to be able to
Oh
go
yeah. I see it.
get, be a part of other communities, and you guys can kind of, piggyback off each other's stuff. Like if you're in a community, those people in that community, you can post, put what you posted, and they can go and like it or whatever, just to,
Yeah.
build momentum.
Definitely.
So yeah, but I like it.
All right. Any other questions about Pinterest? As you can see, when it comes to actual pinning, that's easy. The part that takes a little work is going to be your pin titles, your keywords, your hashtags. So I did do like a few different examples here. So these are niche post ideals with keywords. So you see here 10 luxury girl trip destinations that are affordable. So like that would be good like if you did like a blog. Like if you had a blog and you wrote a blog post about these resorts and then you linked your affiliate links to those resorts, you could then pin your blog on Pinterest. So that's what a lot of people do too. Like if they have blogs, um, they would create a pin title board with the So normally what they would do is they would use a pen like a Pinterest template. So like a Pinterest template like this, or if you have Canva, um you can also search Pinterest templates. Oh, let me go to where is it? Oh, so if you put Pinterest, wait, I'm trying to go to my regular page. I was on home. Okay, let's say we on home. So why y'all not showing me no Pinterest? Why is it only showing me my stuff? Am I tripping? Oh, slow. I gotta click on templates. All right, so Pinterest board. No. All right, so you see here when you type Pinterest template, you see how it shows you different template that you can use. So like this one here, this is super cute. So places in Europe you should visit. So this would be great if someone had a blog and they wrote out this blog and then they used this template on Pinterest and then linked their blog to it. Or something like this, 5 life hacks on how to pack your suitcase for travel. So with this one, this could be good for a blog post, but you could also do a travel essential list with those 5 items that may make packing easier. And then in description, you can add what those hacks were and then link your affiliate link. So it's different ones on here. So smart packing tips for travel. Let's say if you were doing like Bahamas. So like this here, if you wanted to make this pin into like a affiliate pin or something, like Bahama Island travel guide, if you wanted to link like your affiliate link to like Viator, Expedia, TripAdvisor, you could use this pin and do that. You could also edit this pin and change the destination. So, depending on what your niche is, you could just search it on Pinterest. So, fitness, Pinterest templates. So, as you can see here, it has different ones that come up. Budget templates do really good on Pinterest as well. So if you wanted to write a blog on it, or if you created budget trackers and things like that, and you wanted to link it to that digital product, you could do that as well. Because what the pen picture is going to do is get their attention, of course, but your keywords and description is what's going to get them to your product or whatever it is that you are offering. So yeah, so the templates definitely help, especially because sometimes it's kind of hard to figure out what you want to put on there. So even like with fashion, they have like little templates you can use if you want to do like lookbook looks. You can do that, fashion style. There's so many different ways to do it.